Hey guys, welcome back to Terra Fantasy. In today's video, I want to explain why I'm standing almost in the middle of nowhere, and it all has to do with the OMNIUM beacon. Now, the OMNIUM beacon is something that not many people use or even know how it works. So I want to explain how it works and in what situation you might want to actually use it, because I have been using it a lot lately. So if we go over here to the OMNIUM beacon, it's in the section where we use stamina. And it's right here. Normally people, ideally you want to be farming like 3-star interstellar explorations, end game, you're going to be looking at joint operation and stuff like that. But the OMNIUM beacon has a niche use. And for me, I've been playing a lot of PvP lately, and I just keep forgetting to burn my stamina, and I finish PvP and then I've got to go do something, and I'm stamina capped, and I'm like, what do I do? So what I've been doing is, just because I've been so involved in having fun in PvP, I've been buying myself these OMNIUM beacons. Now, when you use this thing, when you click claim collector, that is when it's going to spend your stamina, and they're going to come down here and you're going to get them basically in an inventory. And with this, it's a great way to dump your stamina to stop yourself getting capped. And that is the main reason I would be using these. And what you do once you have them is you go deploy them in the world. Anywhere in the world, it's got to like be even ground and stuff like that. So for instance, here, I can go ahead and deploy this one. And because I found this nice little bit of land out here, sort of in the middle of the water, I can deploy it here. Now I know someone's going to take it, but I can deploy it here, and then I can come back for the rewards. Now, it's got a bit of a gotcha system tied into it, where over here in this, you get a random chance at getting either a blue, a purple, or a yellow one. Obviously, the better they are, the better the rewards are going to be. So keep that in mind. You might not always get a great one, but it is going to have something in it nonetheless, and it is a way to dump that stamina. Now, the other cool thing is, if we go down here, you can see I've got my 2 placed here, so we've got to wait for the time to pass to collect them. Now, the other thing is, you can't just place like all of them willy-nilly. So if we go over here and we say, for instance, we've deployed that one and we want to deploy another one, we've got to be a certain distance away from the others. Now, on top of that, if you deploy one somewhat close to where someone else has deployed one, you will actually get a notice on the screen where you can go ahead and like search for theirs and dig theirs up and get some of their rewards. So I'll try and set that up so that I can show you guys. Okay, so there we go. I just placed one. I actually placed a couple, got one that's in range of someone else's beacon. So then you get this little symbol here that's just next to my head, and you can click this if we click it properly, and it's going to bring up this tab. So now we can see OMNIUM collector signal received, select claim. So now we're going to click that. And what that's going to give us is an item to use, and we're going to go ahead and use that. So now this is here, and what we can do is we can click here, and we can see through collector signal 1, you've tracked JFFF's collector. Follow the signal to retrieve that collector for awesome rewards. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit OK with this one, and then it shows us the rough area that we need to be in. So now we're going to go ahead and transmit over to that, and basically see where we can find it. And once we get there, you'll see it'll give us some photo clues of where it could be. So honestly, this one, I was out in the middle of nowhere when I placed mine at the start. That's the reason I do that is I hope I'm far enough away that people won't see it with the tracker. But as you can see, this tracker can detect things a long way away. So it's maybe not the greatest. Maybe you want to put it in ambiguous, just general rock areas where you can't really tell what it is. But once we get here, we go back into this collector, and then we click this thing again and we hit the use. And now it's going to, if we hit OK, no OMNIUM collectors nearby, check the photo. So now we're in the zone, and we've got to check the photos and find out where it is. And this one is a really good type of location, as you can see, because it's hard to tell exactly where that position is. And I'm actually struggling to know. So this is the kind of place you want to put it. But I know we've got that spire over there. So let's go see if we can find out. Let's have a quick look at the map and see if we can actually find out where that is, because that was a good placement. So we're in this zone here. So that would be that one we're looking at, the Ruin B01. So I feel like we're probably somewhere in this area. So I need to go left a bit, and we'll see if we can find it. Now, the annoying thing is you can't use anything while this is open. So you got to close it to actually get the normal detachment. So that spire is over there. Now we did see some little, maybe it's around this area here, and there it is. So that's what we had to look for. It was honestly not a bad little hiding spot. But now that we've gone ahead and found that, you can see that's that sort of angle of the picture, but you could see the other angles weren't that great. So now we found that, and we can go ahead and hit OK. And now that we're in range, we can actually collect it because we found it. Now, well done for recycling Omnium collectors. And now we can tap this down here to claim the rewards. And as you'll see, okay, the mail always lags in here. So it took us a little bit to find it, but there you go. Those are the rewards that we went and found. And so that's not taking all of the rewards from them. That's just a portion of the rewards. It doesn't actually state exactly how much, but when you go ahead and find someone else's, you are going to get some rewards. And then obviously someone else takes yours, they are going to take some, and then you will get the rest of them in the mail once it's done. So for instance here, this one was my Omnium that I collected. Congratulations, the Omnium collector you placed at location is filled with Omnium. Now please claim the rewards. So because I got that, I ended up getting 2 of the purple ones, 2 of those ones, and a bit of upgrades. So as you can see, it's not crazy upgrades, but if you can find some place to hide it where no one else collects it, and then you can also collect some other people's along the way, it's not too bad. I still think the best option to go for, if you've got the time, is to go ahead and play the Interstellar Exploration 3 stars at the moment in the early game. Late game is going to be joint operations. But if you are about to go out, your stamina capped, you don't have time to play and go ahead and do, you know, explorations and stuff like that, you can definitely click this Omnium beacon, because like I said, as soon as you click it, it's gone. You don't have to deploy them to get that, to spend that energy. So just by claiming them, you're getting that energy spent. And then later on, when you have more time, you can go ahead and deploy them and have a little bit of fun looking for other people's ones and stuff like that. And here's another little bit of footage that I took earlier in the day when I was trying to figure out exactly how this whole system worked. And I just want to point out that, you know, if you get in a good position, you might not lose any of those rewards if people can't find it, because it's not like you just like can be 100 meters away and just look around and you find it. You saw when I jumped down from the building on the previous one, you know, we had to get pretty close before you saw it, but this one was in a bit of a generalized beach location. And like I was looking for it, couldn't find it for a bit, and you've actually got to be very, very close to them to actually have them show up. So, you know, maybe you can get a hidden spot, but worst case scenario, you're still going to get some rewards. So it's not going to be the end of the world. It's just a really good stamina dump. But that is the basics behind the Omnium beacon. I know it's one that everyone looks at and like, how does it work? I had no idea, especially on the CN version, until, you know, global and I could actually read it. But that is the way it works. That's the situation you might want to use it. Go at your own discretion. It's always fun trying to steal other people's shit. So, you know, it's a little bit of fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.